Hello everyone and welcome back to the RobeTheMatoran channel, and today we got another LEGO Star Wars set to review, and that is set number 75378 BARC Speeder Escape. It contains 221 pieces and also has 3.5 minifigs, and this set retails for $30 US. I'm not sponsored by LEGO. This is the first set that actually depicts Order 66. This is actually based off of the Mandalorian Season 3 episode with Grogu's backstory. You already know it, you already seen it, but this is actually a first set to actually depict Order 66 because the opposing forces are clone troopers. There's nobody else, clone troopers. And you can tell because this is also the first set to include a tiny sliver of a piece of the Jedi Temple, which is the lamppost. Really awesome stuff here. Along with that awesome lamppost, we actually get a fight scene with the clone troopers and Keller and Beck, and we just get a few shots of the functions that the BARC Speeder can do, and little baby Grogu right there in this carriage. While opening up the box, you're greeted with 3 number bags, an instruction manual, and a sticker sheet that I forgot to show you. After 10 short minutes, the BARC Speeder Escape set is now complete, and there is not a lot to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're talking about the minifigs. We're starting with Keller and Beck, and he looks good. He has a lot of nice, good printing on his robes, and especially on his collar and his back. He has that gold trimming. It looks really good, and even on the belt, it looks really nice and detailed. He has some nice leg printing as well, so that also looks good. He has a nice soft cape, and he has 2 lightsabers, one green, one blue, of course, as you see in the show, and it looks good. And I would say the face doesn't quite look like the actor, but I mean, LEGO did what they could. Next up is a 501st Clone Trooper, obviously to set the scene for the Order 66 scene, because they're very accurate for this. However, this is the newer style where they have the helmet holes or warts, depends on whoever wants to talk about it. Personally, it doesn't bother me that much. I really don't care to complain about it. It's just, it's there, but honestly, it doesn't. So just typical clone trooper. We've seen it a couple of times now, so it's nothing too special. And last and certainly not least, we have Grogu and his cram. We've seen Grogu in enough sets. I think he was like in 15 other different sets, so he's no longer really special. So we've seen him enough times, but really I want to talk about is his cram. Now his cram is actually, it's about the same, similar to the one in the UCS Razor Crest set, but instead of being yellow, it's red, like a dark red or whatever, but it looks better than that version, so I'll have to say that this is a better version of that, but it's not by much, so it's okay. When you don't have the clear piece at the bottom, it tends to tip over a little bit, so when you put it on there, it's fine. Actually, when you take it off, it's fine, but when you have it on there, it kind of tends to lean over like that a lot. If you press it accidentally, it will just lean over. It can prop up and it can sit up, but it's just, if you accidentally tap it or something shakes up, it just suddenly just hits the floor and kind of just swoops over. So don't know if it's really a con or a pro. It's just something I wanted to mention. And now we're finally looking at the BARC Speeder itself. This kind of is reminiscent to the BARC Speeder set back in 2013 with that fabled Captain Rex in there. But it's, of course, it's still different because obviously it's a different color, and it doesn't have that function where you can kind of bend it and it'll go face. They have the little sidecar facing backwards. It doesn't do that. It only goes up and down, and that's about it. So you can angle it like that, but you really can't do anything else with it. So not particularly the greatest function, but it can do something. And the design wise, it's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but you know, it kind of just reminds you of the BARC Speeders that we've been getting for the past like 4 years, like with the 501st Battle Pack and even with the Bad Batch set, with the BARC Speeder in there, it kind of looks like that. I did a little side-by-side comparison with a few of the speeders, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing too fancy. I kind of like the design more. I don't know. It's a little oversized, but I don't mind it. It actually looks kind of good, and the sidecar also looks good. And of course, you can fit Grogu and Keller and Beck in there. So that's obviously because that's really what they promote in the set. So you can fit them in there. It looks good, and yeah, it's a good color scheme, of course. You know, so it's a good design. It also has the 2 stud shooters in the front. Obviously, you know, they can obviously do that, but I still have to show it. Last and certainly not least, we have the awesome lamp from the Jedi Temple or Coruscant in general. It's a lamp that does nothing. It's just a lamp. But yeah, I really don't get why they added this in here. They just decided to put this in here just, I guess, to fit the budget of $30. But it's such a worthless, useless thing to the point that it's almost kind of irritating to even have it in here, because they could have just took it out and made it $25 instead of making it a full 30 just to fit the budget. So it does nothing. It looks kind of whatever. It's not really a good build. It's just something that they included. Final thoughts. What do I think of the BARC speeder set? One, I think that is a okay set. This is not a day one buy. I would not say go buy this out day one. Well, I say day one, but it already came out. But I wouldn't go rushing to get it right now off the shelves. It's like, yeah, you can wait for a sale and get this. I mean, the Kellen Beck is pretty cool, but in the 501st, it's cool to get some more clones. If you do not mind the helmet wards, then, well, this is another set to get some more 501st clone troopers. And, you know, it is a cool BARC speeder, but still don't really need to rush into this. So, final score I give this set would be I'm probably gonna give it a 6.5. Like, it's kind of just barely above average. It's not the greatest set to get. It's kind of small, and then it's kind of worthless with that lamp. I don't get even why they even put that in here, but that's what they did. So yeah, so those have been my thoughts. Tell me yours down in the comments, because I read every single comment. And join me next time when I look at the final set that I have, which is the gift for purchase set, which is the Trade Federation troop carrier. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe and like the video, and I will bid you all adieu.